Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? Hey, so you are listening to, once again, another Audie's Art podcast. The time right now is almost 1 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. Today is Thursday, June 27th, and I am heading home from bullshit. Okay, so, I don't know how I should get into talking about this because I just feel like I was running around like a crazy person all day yesterday. Even though I did make $160, it was still bullshit. It just was. What the hell's going on? Okay, so I'm trying to get out of this apartment complex, and there's only one way to get in, and they always try to have you go in through the exit, and there's no fucking way unless you have a remote. Okay, so I don't know why the GPS just does that, but anyhow, yeah, so since this is an art podcast, and obviously I'm in my car complaining, right? And oh my god, I just want to go home and have some iced coffee. So that's what I'm going to do when I get home. I'm going to treat myself because today was just bullshit. I will probably make a re-up podcast episode. And if you guys don't know about the re-up, it's just me in my whip like this. And yeah, just doing deliveries. So yeah, but this isn't going to be that. So back to my art. Not yesterday, but the evening before. Remember how I was going on like, oh, I'm so happy that, I found someone to make cuts and I pay $40. He's a cool dude. And let me tell you, I think I fucked up our business relationship because I measured the wrong boards, and I was like, these are cut wrong. And I'm such an idiot. I only measured that one. I never even measured the other pieces. So I blow up his phone, honestly, texting, calling, and I was like, yo, these are cut wrong. And he was like, no, they're not. I always check my work. And I wasn't giving him an attitude. Like, I was just like, oh, hey, like, I think these are cut wrong. Like, that's how I said it to him. And so he was like, oh no, like the ones that you're measuring, those ones are the scraps. And I was like, oh shit. And then he was like, yeah, because I asked you if you wanted like four pieces out of the four pieces of this length and 4 pieces of this length, and whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah. And so, yeah, I fucked up. And he was like, I wasn't trying to ignore you or anything. And he was like, yeah, like, those are the scraps. And I was like, fuck you, Audie. I was so embarrassed. And I was like, no, I said, I just, the scraps got put on top of the other boards, and I just assumed. And I was like, I'm really, really sorry. I apologize. Many apologies. And, yeah. And even when we got off the phone, I sent him an apology text. And how I was saying that he was like liking like my, my texts and stuff. He didn't like that one. So I don't know. I hope there's no hard feelings, but I mean, if there is, I mean, like what can I do other than, I just, yeah, I just fucked up. I'm just gonna be real and honest. So I don't know if, I'm gonna be able to meet him, like I just, unless he like calls me and says like, hey, like what's going on, how are you doing, just touching bases, then I'd be like, all right, cool, because I've already like reached out to him And I apologized on the phone. I apologized in the text. And, you know, I mean, I don't know, like, I'm not the type of person that's gonna keep bugging your ass, but, you know, if I hit him up and say, hey, I need, like, you know, these cut again, and if he says, you know what, I don't think, you know, I'm still butthurt and pushy hurt about the last thing that happened, then I'd be like, okay, cool, you know, if your sensitive ass can't get over it, you know, like, okay, I don't mean to be like that, but, like, I mean, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, I've apologized, you know, like, I reached out, you know, what else can I do? So, I just, you know, like, I felt hurt, I felt stupid, I felt embarrassed, I was regretting it. I was like, damn, like, why didn't you just measure all those other ones before you fucking... You know how far I almost took it? Since the dude told me that he accepts Zelle, I almost requested the money that I spent on the board, and on top of that, I was gonna throw back like, hey, you owe me $40. You know what I'm saying? Because I already paid you for it. So I'm so glad that I gave it another chance. Like, I was like, let me call him one more time before I just go requesting money. Yeah, that would have been really fucked up. And if I was him, I'd be like, yo, this bitch is trying to scam me. And I did what she told me to do. You know what I mean? So I'm so fucking happy I didn't do that. That would have been, like, really, really fucked up. But, so yeah. And I'm not going to get into, you know, these deliveries and shit, but, yeah, that's going to be for the re-up. I'm heading home right now, again, to have my coffee, treat myself, and, you know, give myself a mental hug and a squeeze with my, with my iced coffee. And, Rob is just messaging me now, so I think I'm going to go see what's up with him. But I'm going to go home and just work. I'm just going to go home and paint. I need to check another bookshelf. I'm not gonna make that deadline with this bookshelf that I'm just been hustling, trying to just get done. It's not happening, and I had to tell myself that, like, you know what, Audie, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to submit a different bookshelf that you already have. So, you know, I was really trying to make that 4th of July, you know, bookshelf with the red, white, and the blue bookshelf, with the eagle on there. It's not gonna happen, and I'm quite upset about it. But, you know, we have patriotic people, in the United States, you know, they just stay government, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just stay patriotic all year round. So, you know, maybe you know, I can just throw it out there like, hey, yo, you know, I got this, you know, patriotic type looking bookshelf, you know, to add to your patriotic collection. I don't know, I'm playing, I'm joking, okay, like, just you know, just chill. But you know, it sucks. You know, I was inspired by 4th of July. It's one of my favorite, honestly, like, I know people are going to be like, oh, how do you like 4th of July and you're Native American? Well, you know, I have good memories, you know, whether it be 4th of July, I just remember spending my 4th of July in Flagstaff, Arizona, at the, Museum of Northern Arizona, during the, it used to be called the Hopi Show, but now they're just throwing all natives together at that one. But I just remember, like, you know, like, going to the steakhouse and watching, you know, fireworks, and, you know, under, like, while I was swimming in a swimming pool. And, like, I remember my grandparents, and, you know, like, yeah, my grandparents were alcoholics, and they were having a good time with their drinks. And I just remember everybody just chilling out, and it was like a vacation, even though it was like a business vacation. So for me, that's a good memory for me. It wasn't really, like, you know, celebrated around 4th of July. You know, it was just a lot going on. I remember just going to, like, they had, like, other festivals and stuff. They had, like, art walks in downtown Flagstaff. Like, I just remember shit like that, and I'm just like, man, like, you know, those are very fond memories of mine. So and all of that was surrounding the arts, so that's a good memory for me. But anyhow, I'm just gonna get home. I'm about like a mile away from my house. And yeah, I'm gonna pick up a paintbrush and see what comes out when I kick on the mic once again. Alrighty, I'll see you guys at home. Peace.